You're rising in life in the Philippines, self-trained nation of BobbieD and Sneezy. One nation under rule, one love.
Hello, my friends. This is BobbieD coming to you live from the Lomba, Cebu, Philippines. I'm having an awesome time in the Philippines today. Hope you are as well, baby. From here today, I want to talk to you about how to spot a red flag in dating your Filipina. In the Philippines, how to spot a red flag dating your Filipina in the Philippines. Yeah! Woo! What a joy, such a joy to come back to get my friends. And if I want to know if you're here for the first time, if you would please click on the subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you continue to see the fresh, new Philippine videos, motivational videos, and worldwide videos. Now, when you talk about red flag, you need to understand what a red flag is. And when you date somebody, something come up and you just talking, and all of a sudden something come up and it stops you in your tracks, that's a red flag, brother. And ladies and gentlemen, ladies or gentlemen, that's a red flag. Whenever you're dating someone and they say something that just doesn't sit well with your personality, doesn't sit well with your spirit, man. It just holds you and frees you and like, you want to eat what? What do you say? You don't do it like that to them. They don't see you, but inside of you, like, what did she just say? What did he just say? You know, it shocks you. That's a red flag. Something that would probably prohibit you going further in your relationship with that individual. Okay, so I want to say something. Whenever you're in a relationship with an individual, multiple red flags come up all the time, and you got to understand. You got to deal with some. Number one, ask yourself, can I deal with that? She said she don't like black men. That's a red flag, and I'm black. Can I deal with that? Come on, man. Those are some of the things you got to deal with. Things happen, you know. And whenever you're in a relationship with a woman and red flags come up, you have to determine how significant is that red flag in your relationship as far as moving forward with your relationship with that individual. Okay? I've had a lot of relationships in my life. Some red flags have come up on me, and I just like ignore it because I was in love. You know what I'm in love. You know, because sometimes when you're in love, it blinds you, man. You just want to ignore that red flag. Or she just mean that. She mean. You know what they say, right? They mean when they say something, they mean it. Believe them. That's the first time. Believe them the first time they say it, because that's what they mean. Whatever people say to you in your relationship, and then you come back and say, "Oh, I was just kidding, man. This kid, I was just playing with you. You don't mean me. You don't mind me. I was just playing." No, they weren't playing. Things come out of people for real. And then when they realize they let the cat out the bag, they want to pull the cat back in, but it's too late. And you're so dumb and you can't believe it. What she said that? Oh, she said she was just kidding. Okay, I believe she cut the love of blind again. I'm telling you, when you deal with a Filipino, you have to be, everything has to be on the table. Okay? Every little thing. Because it's not the things that you know will hurt you, my ladies and gentlemen. It is the things that you don't know will take you out, will cut your heart up in pieces. Slash it. When you find it out, because you didn't know it. And what happens is, ladies and gentlemen, whenever you date a Filipino, whenever a Filipino dating a foreign man, there are things that they will say and things that they will not say. Right? Because Filipinos know that certain things will turn off a foreign man. So they watch what they say. They want the foreign man. You know? They watch what they say. And when you all hooked up on you all in them, you know, you get to that spider's web, they got you. That's when they start letting the cat out of bed. What you say? They talking about any kind because they know they got you. But when they're on their way to trying to get you, they try to hide certain things. And certain things they don't want to say because they don't want to alienate you. They don't want to turn you off. Okay? So I'm gonna go over some things today with you about some red flags dating Philippines. When we go over some of this stuff, you probably say, you know, my lady, that's my lady right there. Why she do that to me? Why she do that to me? I gotta watch that. And ladies out there, if you're dealing with a foreign man, you got some red flags too. They say they're the president of a major corporation and they can't buy you dinner. That's a red flag. They don't even bring you buy you a box of chocolate when they come to see. That's a red flag. And they say they got multi. Red flag, ladies. You know? Filipinos are some of the beautiful, most beautiful, warm, tender, loving, caring, sharing people in the world. But when it comes to their desire to have a man from a foreign country, they just forget all the rules of dating and they will let it all hang out. Because they want you. They want what you appear to be in their mentality, what you appear to be in their mind. What you represent to them is security. What you represent to them is stability. What you represent to them is monetary. Okay? And so they want that. Most Filipinos don't have a lot of money, man. They come from poor country, and majority of them come from poor families. So they'll do anything it takes to get somebody that can come in their lives and refresh them with some money and help them, not only them, but when I always tell you, when you marry a Filipino, when you hook up with a Filipino, you date her, engage, whatever, you're dating, engaging, marrying, family. That's the way it is. Yeah. And what happens is, in my particular case, I married Lisa D, but I married a family too. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I wish I would get a divorce from the family. But it don't work like that. If I don't get a divorce from Lisa D, I can't get a divorce from the family. You know what I'm saying? So you have to deal with life and things as they come up. So I'm going to give you some practical tips today that will help you. Some of you already know this stuff, and some of you don't. But I'm telling you, you can never be too sure when you're dating a Filipino. Because, as I mentioned before, many times, oftentimes, it is not what they say that stops the relationship. It's what they don't say, right, up front, and then you find it out later on. Many relationships I had with Filipinos, I thought everything was smooth, and then I find out something that just changed the game. It's a game changer. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, I can't deal with that. So you married? You married lady? You trying to date me too? But I'm married, but me and my husband, we haven't lived together in 5 years. I don't know where he is. Okay, that's not my problem. You can't keep up with your husband? That's not my problem, lady. You married. That's my problem. Get out. Those are the kind of things I'm talking about that can change the game. There's a game changes, okay? Change the relationship. Because a lot of times in the Filipino mind, being married is not being married. Being married means you're living together, you're cohabitating together with a man and a woman. But if he leaves you, then in their mind, they're single again. But legally, they're still what? Attached. Legally, they're still what? Married. And so you got to look out for stuff like that they don't say, And sometimes the lack of them telling you things like that can be perfectly innocent. They didn't mean any harm in it. They didn't intentionally try to withhold that information. In their minds, it was perfectly legit because they wasn't living there. And we no longer married because he gone. You're fucking legal. You stole a book, lady. Can you get that to your head? Your marriage vows and all that stuff. When you sign that paperwork, it's still in the courthouse. They don't get it. They don't get it. So, guys, you have a lot of things to look out for, and vice versa. Ladies, my Filipino, I love my Filipino audience out there. I love you all, okay? Kisses to you all. I love you, okay? Because you some special kind of women, and you got to deal with some knuckleheads out there like me that always put up the wall, always put up a guard, and make you think we one thing when we actually nothing. I'm gonna tell you, Filipinos out there, this is for you. I'm gonna tell you, Filipino ladies out there. Secret, just between me and you, all foreigners are not rich. Okay? Get that, ladies. Every foreign man is not loaded. Okay? Sometimes we broke. We got nothing. You got more than some of the foreign men. Can you believe that? I'm telling you the truth. I know it's hard because you in your mind you're raised, foreigners are rich, foreigners are rich. Well, no, not all foreigners are rich. Some foreigners are moderately or have a moderate income. Some foreigners are rich. Some are. But the majority of foreigners that come out here are not rich, super rich. They don't live in the lifestyle of rich and famous. They work a 9-to-5 job, 5 days a week, and weekend they got off. And if they miss a paycheck, it's trouble in River City. Okay, so understand that, ladies. Get that stuff out your head. But everyone I meet, they got the mom tired, they rich. I got to hook up with them. Don't do that to yourself. Come on, please. Educate your mind. Educate yourself. Educate your lifestyle. Because I'm telling you, man, I would tell if I didn't have any money, I got some money. I'm not rich, super rich, but I'm decent. I'm moderate. But if I were coming out here and I didn't have a whole lot, I would be honest. But a lot of guys are not like that. They come out here and act like they super rich. They got the bling bling everything. You go back where they live in a one room bedroom. they rent a room. The YMCA. They ain't got a part to, I ain't gonna say that, but you know what I'm saying. They ain't got a part to no more in. You know what I'm saying? So, ladies, please do yourself a big favor and get that mindset that every foreign man is rich out of your head. Okay? Deal with each foreign man you meet on an individual basis, on a case by case basis. Okay? And then you do your homework, Filipino. Check them out. Okay? Because they will make you think they're Mr. Super Rich and they're not. Okay? I know because I'm a foreigner. I never put on a game because I don't believe in deceiving people. But a lot of men are not, they're unscrupulous. They don't have any moral values. Like, I'm going to make her think I'm rich so I can get that poontang. You know what I'm saying? They just want to get the poontang. They'll say anything to you. You know what I'm saying? You are worth more than that. Okay, Filipino, I'm talking about Filipino ladies now. You are worth more than a slam, bam, thank you, man. Don't do it. Don't give yourself to the first foreign man you see. You're better than that. Okay? You're worth more than that. Okay? And you check people out. Don't believe everything a foreign man say to you because some of us lie. I ain't gonna be sneaking around the bush. Some of us just straight up lie. And we lie to get what we want. And the same thing with some of these Filipinos. You tell lies. Stop telling lies to men. I'm not married. I don't have any children. I have a job. I'm a nurse. Stop lying, Filipinos. Don't you think some people can see through your lies? Everybody ain't crazy. I got to the point where when I dated online, they come talking to me. I could tell. I could just smell when they was lying. You know what I mean? Because most of them tell so many. But there are some out there that are honest. There's some Filipinos that are faithful. There's some Filipinos that will tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And those are the ones that you want to deal with. Those are the ones that you want to date, okay, and stay with. I got me one, man. My final PhD, man. I tested her. I had 20 questions with her. I went down the list, baby, and she checked. Everyone was okay. It was maybe just a few that shaky, but everything I did, Lisa D, she came back strong with me, and I never had that. That was the first time I went through. I guess you would call it vetting, or I went to checking somebody out and asking a question over and over again. She didn't get angry. She always answered me, and she answered me consistently, and I knew she was right. And then I knew I might want to deal with her. But anyway, that's what you got to look at when you're dating, man. Dating is a science, and it's an art. Each individual, and a lot of you guys out there, you have been dating for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Maybe you were married, you live with your lady for a long time, you got divorced or whatever, or you had a long living relationship and y'all broke up, and now you back out there trying to play the field, and you realize that the field in America ain't nothing but dirt out there. you tired of getting dirty. I know. You tired of wallowing in the mud. Or a lot of the women in America, all they want is your horn-tied. Mm-hmm. They'll fool you and they'll school you. They'll fool you like, I love you, Joe. You're so sweet to me. And then next thing you know, they say, oh, where's my money? you didn't give me my money this week. Where is it? I'm telling you, man. And then some of them just be mean with you. Go get my money. You're like, what are you doing that to me for? I thought you loved me. Go get my money. I'm trying to be facetious, but y'all understand what I'm saying. There's a huge difference between the Westernized woman, right, and a Filipino Asian woman. There's a big difference. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. I know. I got me one. And I'm loving it. Every day of my life, I'm praising the Lord for the blessing that he has bestowed upon me in the form of Lisa D. I'm telling you, man, when you get the right one, it's like you walking up on a cloud, you up in heaven, yeah, and then you ain't in no 7-Eleven, you in heaven. You know what I mean? Listen to me. Let's talk about what we talked about on the last live stream. Here we go. I ain't gonna be long today, y'all. We're gonna be long. We got to be long. All right. We talk about right here. Yeah, talk about this right here. Remember this? Philippine travel update. Remember that? Talk about all the things that are opening up in the Philippines now. And we talked about how it's important that you keep abreast with the protocols, quarantine testing. And now, ladies and gentlemen, you can come to the Philippines. You foreign nationals out there on the green list, come on down. And, the surprising thing is that the green lane tourism lanes are open up now. But it's not like people are rushing through the lane. Nobody's coming. They're taking their time. I thought it'd be a flood of people coming through it, but it's not so. People are actually holding off. Yeah, and when you think about it, it actually makes sense. Wait till the dust settles because Philippines has this reputation of opening things up, and the next thing they shut it down like a drum. You know what I'm saying? So I understand the trepidation. I understand the hesitation of many foreigners that want to come, but they just want to wait and see before they make that commitment. Because when you got to put 1,500, 2,000 on a plane ticket round trip, it's a lot of money. And if you mess it up, when you have to change your schedules and all like that, the airlines company charge you a change fee. That's like $200 plus. You know what I'm saying? So I understand your concerns, and many of the people that are waiting, I talked to, are waiting for until the end of the year, until the first quarter of next year. That's when they believe that everything will be in place. And a lot of guys just don't want to quarantine because you can come to this country if you're on the yellow list, right? And the green list. If you're on the red list, you can't come. But if you're on the yellow list or the green list, you can come. On the green list, there's no quarantine required. Just show them your vaccination, 72-hour negative RT-PCR test. That's it. You in. On the yellow list, you can come as well. However, you have to vaccinate. Okay, you have the quarantine. You have to quarantine, even though you might be vaccinated, you still got to quarantine. So it's a big difference. And a lot of people don't want to do that quarantine time. I understand that. I wouldn't want to pay stay in the Sneezy Hotel for 14 days. And there's some sleazy hotels out here, man. And you be paying big money to stay in a sleazy hotel for 14 days, sitting up there looking at the wall because you can't go out the room. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get like that. You don't want to be like that. I would suggest all you gentlemen that are trying to come up in here, wait. Wait a little bit longer. 30 days, 20 more days. Wait, man. What's going to hurt you? It's going to hurt you wait a few more days. Wait. When the dust settles, and then when they take all that quarantine requirements out, then you make your plans. Okay? That's my one-on-one suggestion from me to you. You with me, G? Let's go. All right. So that's what we talked about yesterday. This is what we got to talk about today. Thumbnail for the day. Thumbnail for the day. No hocus pocus. Thumbnail for the day. Let's go. This is it right here. Yeah. See what I'm like that? Nice Filipino man. And you know what? She's cute. She got some principles about herself, and she knows that she's a queen. You can tell by looking at her face, it's like a machine, and that right. She knows she's a queen. She knows that she's sought after. She knows that she's a sought after commodity. She knows that all foreign men, not all, but most foreign men will fall down at her feet. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious. There's a few, I won't do it, but there's a lot of them will do it. All she got to do is speak the right words and make them laugh. And she got them just like that. Yeah. She got the ring in their nose. And she knows it. And a lot of men know it too. But you see that flag right there? Put a flag. It's all full of holes. And it got the holes look like hearts. Because they're tattered and battered. You know why? Because she's been raising a red flag from the time you met her. And you so crazy with the love. You ain't even caught on yet, and your heart will be torn up. Red flag is sticking in your heart all over. Oh, boom, and you ignoring it. Or ignoring all the signs that will set you free. All the signs that will allow you not to be taken in. And you ignore it. How foolish can you be? Huh? Be a man, foreign man. Be a woman, Filipinos. If you see the Filipino, you see the man ain't got no money, and he done lied to say he's the president of a big company, and he can't take you to dinner, you know it's a red flag, Filipino. Get up and walk. But but he's a farmer. He left his wallet at home. I'm gonna pay for the meal today. He just left his credit card at home. I know. So stop lying. Stop fooling yourself. It's a red flag. Red flag means stop in the name of love before you break my heart. Stop in the name of love before you break my heart. Stop in the name of love before you break my heart. Think it over. Haven't I been good? Yeah, think it over, ladies and gentlemen. We want a broken heart, or you want a heart that's free? Which one you want? I don't know about you. I've had my heart broken and tattered and shattered and crashed to the ground. I don't want that. It's a nasty feeling that I don't want to ever experience again. Okay? So I watch out for myself and I watch out for my heart. And the way to do that, ladies and gentlemen, when you're dating with Filipinos online, Filipinos, when you're dating with a foreign man online, look at the red flags. Okay? Let's go. Thumbs up, there ain't no hocus pocus, just foul cash. We got a quick focus, one page. Let's go. We're going to be out. I ain't playing today. Let's go. All right. Whenever you find a Filipino and you dating a Filipino, you need to look up some things. Here's some things you need to look at. I got to big this up because I got it too small. Hold on. I got to big this up on my. All right. Here's some red flags. Number one. What? It's number one, lack of communication. Yeah. When she ain't talking to you, that's a big sign. I know you all, men, I know you all get all infatuated with these women. You do real easy. Because men, what turns on a man, ladies and gentlemen, is the eye. We are controlled by vision. We are controlled by our sight. Okay? What we see turns us on. When we see a woman's thigh, we get a little, a little crazy. We see a little bit of the boob. We get aroused, sexually aroused. Stuff like that turns us on. And a lot of women know that. And it causes us to lose sense of what we're really looking for or looking out for. And we forget the red flag because we're looking at the booty, we're looking at the beauty and the booty. And we forget the red flag. And then next thing you know, we got one red flag, two red flag, three red flag, four. And we all jacked up because we looking at the beauty and everything else and the booty. Come on, man. Let's get real. Lack of communication. She don't want to talk with you. She don't want to walk with you. Get up and go. Ladies as well, when you meet a foreign man and he don't want to talk to you, he want to say, I'm talking, he on the phone, cell phone, he don't have a minute for you, get up. That's not the one for you. That's a red flag. Communication is the key. One of the most important elements of any stable, long, existing, growing, satisfying, sustaining relationship is what? Communication. When you have no communication, you have no relationship. You better get that in your head. If your mama didn't tell you, I'm going to tell you again. If you have no communication, if you have no stable relationship, if you have no communication, get that, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? If you don't get nothing else I say today, get that. When they don't want to talk to you, that's a big red flag. How many times, foreign man, that you was on the phone with your lady and she said, I got to go abruptly. She can't, normally you talk 1-2 hours a day, right? But all of a sudden, you get on the phone with her 10 minutes later, I got to go. You said, well, hold on, what's going on? I'm sorry. And she make up some lie. My mama called me. I got crazy stuff. That's a sign right there. Something ain't right. And your ears, the bells should be ding, 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 ding. All of those signs should be coming off on you, letting you know, hey, she ain't right. Something ain't right. What's going on? And she gonna probably downplay it. You know what I'm saying? Same thing, ladies. When you talking to your man, when you talking to your foreign man, and they play that game with you, oh, I got to go to work. You just got out of work, sweetheart. What are you doing? You just got from work. How are you? I got to do overtime. Overtime? You never did an overtime day in your life since we were talking. What's going on, John? I got to go. I'll talk to you later. What you mean talk to me? And they hang up. Stuff like that you got to watch out for because they're trying to put you off to put somebody else on. They want something or someone else to take your place. That's what it is called, lack of communication. It's a red flag, and you need to get that. Okay? Understand, when anything is a concern to you, it is a concern. Why is it a concern? Because it concerns you. Anything that causes you concern, causes you anxiety, causes you questions, causes you to pause, that is a concern to you. And you need to have that concern addressed by your partner, your mate, the person you're dating. Okay? And if they can't successfully address that concern for you and to you, step. That's a red flag. And red flags are designed to keep you from getting hooked into a spider's web, to keep you from going further into a lane of dating that will cause you nothing but harm, hurt, anger, pain, and frustration. Okay? Those are what red flags are designed to do, to keep you from getting in somebody's mess. That's the best way I can, most common way I can put it. Keep you out of mess, okay? Keep you out of stress. And then when you turn the red flag down and get a white flag, you will be blessed in that round. Let's go. I ain't playing today. I'm through. I'm almost through. I can put this down right now. All right, next one. Now, there's another red flag you need to watch out for. Irresponsibility, man. Yeah, immature, unpredictable. Yeah, when people want to play games all the time with you, you serious with the lady, right? And then she playing games on the side when she's supposed to be video chat with you. She got her head all cocked out for her kids. Yeah, because her kids are more important than you. Hmm? And the time that she says the time you and her spend together is not that important. So she could care less about you. She's not mature enough to devote herself to you and tell the children, look, I'm talking to my man right now. Shut up, get in the room. No, that's when you know you're dealing with somebody that got some sense. That's when you know when you're dealing with somebody that got some maturity. Okay? And so if you go further with that relationship, her children, and back where I was coming from, they would say you're a churn. Her churn gonna make you you're gonna have some serious problems. Let me just tell you this about you guys. They need Filipina that got that killed. Okay. You ask them for trouble. Okay. Some of you can deal with it, but when you get into a relationship with a woman that has a child already, that by another man, you asking for another man's problem. You got to take care of that child and that woman. You know, if they're living with you or if they're married to you, you have to take care. You have to take on somebody else's burdens, somebody else responsible. And then you have to ask yourself, am I ready for this? Are you ready to be a father for somebody else's child? That's a huge responsibility. And a lot of times when the child is a boy, boys can be very, very stubborn and protective regarding their mother. You know, boys will want to fight you, man, because they don't like it. They don't like you. They will fight you for their mother. They'll cause problems purposely because they don't want you to be with their mother. And they know what a man get with a woman. They know what that man gonna do. And he don't want you doing that to his mother. So he gonna fight you. So I'm telling you, man, be very, very careful getting in a relationship with women that already have children. I mean, some of them may be all right. If they don't live with you, this may be okay. But if you're gonna live with them, and they won't be married a woman, or you live with that woman, and they're gonna be in the house with you, you better get you some ground rules straight up. I'm the boss in this house. And don't run the mama when I tell you something. You better do what I tell you to do. You gotta lay the groundwork down. But if you don't, they're gonna run you over in that house. I'm telling you, man, children know how to get to their mother's heart. And when they get to their mother's heart, the mother will put you down like that. Okay? That's how children can cause a whole lot of problem in a family. Just a word to the wise. All right, let's go. I ain't playing today. Let's go. Number. I forgot. Let's see. Okay. Lack of trust. Okay. You can't trust somebody, man. That's a big sign right there. We say, how do you know you can't trust? Because they lie. Yeah. They keep telling you lies. They lied about I had to work overtime. They lied about and she lied about she had to go see her mom. All kind of lies, man. And you can know when somebody's lying. Sometimes, if the first time they tell a lie, they might get tell you about it, you might let it slide. But they keep telling the same lie, you get old. You're like, no, you took me last time, shoot. I'm supposed to believe that every time. Well, that's what I tell you. Yeah, that's what you don't remember your own lies. They don't even remember their own lies. Then it's a problem. Let them go, because when they lie, you cannot trust them. You don't want to deal with anybody you can't trust in a relationship. Because when you're dealing with someone in a relationship, you're giving some things to them. You're giving your heart to them. You're giving your time to them. You're giving your attention to them. So do you want to trust somebody with your heart, with your love? Do you want to trust somebody? You want to deal with somebody you cannot trust with your love, your heart, your time, your attention, your money? Huh? I don't. If I don't trust you, I don't want to deal with you. I need somebody that I can trust. When I turn my back and I go this way and they that way, I need to know that they're going to do what they're supposed to do. I don't have to be over their shoulder making sure they're doing. That's a nasty, terrible state to be in. You got to watch somebody and they're not mature enough, they're not responsible enough to be do what they're supposed to do when you're out of the picture. That's the person that you need to stay away from because they're not for you. Okay? Trust is very, very important in a relationship. When you don't have trust, you got nothing. When you don't have communication, you got nothing. Okay? Those are the things you look at. Now, right now, I know there's some of you dealing with some things I just went over, and it's just like a little bell went off. Bing, 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 bing. Man, you about right. She been lying to me, and I've been letting it slide. And the lady said, you know what? I think BobbieD is my foreign mind. He never wants to talk to me, and there's a bell, that's a red flag, and I need to talk to him about why he's doing this to me, and I love him, and red flags. It goes both ways, a red flag for the men and a red flag for the women, okay? Because it's two parties involved in a relationship, okay? It's just not one side, and when you have a one-sided relationship, you got no relationship. Are you with me, G? Let's go. That's the few. We out, man. We out. I ain't playing today. Let's go. Number. Let's see. Okay. Now, significant family and friends don't like your partner. Okay. So when you deal with a Filipina, and then your mama said, "Who is this?" You said, "This is I see them. I seen her. Where's she from? She from the Philippines. Can I see her?" And she looked at it. She didn't look at the lady person. She just looked at the picture. I don't like her. I said, "Where's mom? You never even met her. And you don't like her, you just saw a picture." And then you said, "Okay, Mom, I'm going to let you talk to her on the internet. We're going to do a video chat, Mom. I want you to talk to her and so you can get to know her because she's a beautiful person. You get to know." Mama looked at her and said, "Hi." She said, "Hi. How are you, young lady?" "I'm fine, Mom." "Well, how are you? And where are you from? Do you work?" "No, Mom." "Okay, thank you." She ain't worth it. Your mama, ladies, if they hate people, if your mama hate that Filipino, guess what? It's gonna be bad for you. If you respect your mother, it's gonna be bad for you to continue to go with it. Same thing with Filipina. If the Filipina's family and friends don't like you as a foreign man, you're gonna have a hard time in that relationship. And the Filipina's probably gonna put you down before you get to past step one. That's just the way life is. When your friends and family, if someone doesn't like you, it's hard for that person to like you as well. It's hard for that person to get along with you. It's hard for you to incorporate that person into your lifestyle because your friends and family have rejected that individual. And you're like, "Well, I love him." Yeah, but we don't love him. And most of the time, I've told you guys, you ladies and gentlemen, I've told you this over and over. The Philippines are very, very what? Family-oriented people, okay? So if you don't fall in line and be acceptable to your family and friends, you're not going to be acceptable to them. Eventually, their family and friends, particularly their mom and pop, must look. I don't like that man. He's a bully, or he doesn't like foreign. He's racist or whatever. And then that Filipino gonna think about that, and they're gonna let you go because they respect their family to the utmost. Okay, so whenever their friends and family don't like you, or they don't want you to be around their friends and family, then that person not for you. You gotta understand and move on. It's a red flag. Okay, it's a red flag. And for the same thing with you ladies, you gentlemen, you foreign men, you come out here, so you want to see the Filipino, but you don't want to see their family. That's a red flag for the Filipino that you're not worth their time because you want to see her so you can get that bow tie, whatever you want to get from her, but you don't want to visit the family. That tells that Filipino that you're not serious. That tells that Filipino that you're playing the field. That tells that Filipino that you disrespect her and you disrespect her family. How dare you want to deal with her and don't want to deal with the family. Okay, she is a branch of the, and you want to see the root. You got to get to the family level to see it all, how they work together, how they talk together, how they live. Because how they live, how a family lives, work together is a reflection of how that individual you're dating is. Okay, so when you tell her, I didn't come out here to see your family. I came to see you. I didn't want to be a boyfriend of your family. I'm your boyfriend. Yeah, that's disrespectful. You better understand, this is a cultural difference between where you came from and where she did. And you need to understand and respect the culture of these people. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you ladies the same thing. You have to respect the culture of the American, whatever culture they came from, just because they're not Filipino. I'm never going to be a Filipino. I know that. These D knows that. But a lot of times these D try to make me be Filipino, and I'm not going to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? You got to respect my wishes too. There has to be a balance, okay? It has to be about. You can't go all in on the Filipino side and wear their shirts and these shit. And I'm Filipino. Nah, you'll never be accepted. Same thing with the Philippines. If you take it to America, she can't always just be in America. She's not gonna be accepted because you're in America. If you got an accent, people get on your case. That's the way it is. Americans don't like go back home. Wait, I can't. What did you say, lady? You better learn to speak some English. Get out. If you can't speak English, get out this country. No, we do. You know? So I always be remember acceptable and always understand the culture of the person that you deal. All right. Last few ones. Yeah, man. We got. All right. Controlling, man. Controlling behavior. Every time you say something, they say, nah, I don't want to do that. We doing it my way. It's my way or the highway type of mentality. You want to let that go. Okay. And a lot of women, and particularly, let me say this. Particularly in Philippine society, women here are known to be or thought to be reserved and dominant, very non-dominant, or being able to do everything the husband said or the boyfriend said. That's not the case, but that's the myth that society, the world has of these women, that they're very non-dominant, they're very placid and very calm and do everything you say. That's not it. But that's for some strange, odd reason, the world had that image in their mind of the Philippines. That's far from it. Filipinos are most of them, or many of them rather, are very, very aggressive, and they will lead, they like leading in the family. That's because the society is a matriarchal society. What you mean by it? Big word alert. Yeah, look it up. Matriarchal society. That means the woman runs the household. Whether she works or not, whether she works it or twerks it, the woman is the main leader in this family. Okay? And the man is mostly used for going out, bringing home the baby. They make the mom time and they give it to mama. And mama say, hey, I got $5 for you for a week. If you spend a penny over there, you ain't getting nothing. Get out of my foot. They control the money. They don't work for it, right? But men give it to them and they control it. That's how this is. And not only do they control the money, the finances, the business, they control the household rules and the children. So this is a matriarchal society. And wherever you go, you will see a man and a woman. If they're in the mall walking together, they might be holding a hand, but usually the woman's, you can tell who's a dominant partner because she's out in front. And the man go follow her. She be leading. I just telling you, man, that's the way it is in the society. You Filipinos out there know what I'm talking about. Whenever you go to a restaurant and you have dinner, okay, and the waiter comes and says, gives you a bill. He said, here you go. You think he's gonna give it to the person that's paying? Nah. He or she will always give it to the woman. Check it out for yourself. Wait till you get it. You pay them, you paying, right? And you made the order, right? But when they come back and if they're talking about they want clarity on the order, they're not going to talk to you. They're going to talk to the woman. And they're going to give the change to the woman, or they're going to give the bill to the woman. That's because this is a matriarchal, led, fed society. The woman makes the rules in this household in the Philippines. Now, if you're a foreigner, that doesn't float your boat. You know what I'm saying? But our household's a little bit different. I've given Lisa D a lot of leeway because when we first got married, I was like, nah, you ain't doing nothing. I'm doing books. I would give her charge nothing, And she said, well, I'm supposed to be in charge of the finance. I said, you supposed to be, but then you ain't gonna do it until I'm ready. Because she wasn't ready. And I had to train her. I had to be, first of all, I had to trust her to be faithful and to be consistent with my finance, with our finances. And so I trained her. It took me about maybe three years. I trained her a little bit till she, and then I became more confident in her and finance ability, and she does it better than me now. That's what she does. But it takes time. You just don't do stuff like that. But in this society, that is expected. Okay, women run the household. They run the finances, and they tell the children, what to do, how to do, when to do, and you better follow orders. That's the way it is, man. I've learned to adjust. We're not traditionally a matriarchal household in our family, but there's some things that I don't want to fight over. I just let her do. It's better. It doesn't mean a big deal to me, and I don't want to make a big deal out of it. I'm like, hey, it ain't worth it. Go ahead, dude. Whatever you want to go. But if it's something that I'm hard on, I just want to bend on, it's not. That's not going to work with me. And we make a compromise. We do something. Anyway, but I'm telling you, man, this is a matriarchal society. And ladies are dominant. There's a lot of ladies want to run it. And they don't want to run it. They want to gun it. Okay? You know what I'm talking about? All right, let's go, man. We out. I got one more. How many? I got okay, so you got to be careful, man. And you got to understand that people out here are controlling. Most of the women are somewhat controlling to a certain degree because that's the way the society is for females. All right, now, feeling insecure in a relationship. A lot of guys and a lot of women, they feel like they have nothing. You're everything and they're nothing. That's insecurity. And insecurities come from prior relationships and how you were raised as a family. I have a lot of insecurities. I had a lot of insecurities for coming up as a child. I got rid of some of them, but some of them I still have, and I would suspect that me and you are not that much different, that you got some insecurities too, and sometimes we learn to deal with our insecurities. We move forward in our life. And then a lot of times, ladies and gentlemen, we don't learn how to deal with them when we get stuck in a particular level. Some of us are stuck where we can't reach out and touch other people because we are insecure, how we look, how our nose is, and what color we are. We're insecure. I used to have a big insecurity when I was a kid, man. I had an insecurity about my complexion. I'm serious. I'm dark chocolate. I ain't got no insecurity right now, but back then, I'm like, you call me black. I was like, what? That was a dirty word to me back then, man. I want to fight, But now, James Brown liberated me. You know what he told me, man, on the song? He said, say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. When I heard that song, my whole life changed. I was like, what? I'm black. I'm black. Then when they called me black, it didn't bother me no more. You know what I'm saying? But I had insecurity prior to that time. That was one of my hang-ups. And so a lot of people to this day have that same insecurity. And you know what they do to compensate for that insecurity? They do skin lighting. Yeah, they bleach out, and reach out, but they bleach out. You know what I'm saying? They want to turn light. Be on side. Yeah, I can make little kid. I could go on down the line. But hey, that's not my route. I dealt with my insecurity in here. I didn't go on the outside and bleach myself now. I'm not like that. I accept who I am, and I love who I am. I love my color, and I'm not going to change it for nothing. Okay, so I'm not telling them that just because you bleach or whatever, you bad. That's your thing, but it's not for me. But yeah, people have many insecurities. And what happens is that insecurity will bleed over into your relationship because if they have not dealt with it. And then you wind up dealing with it and they thinking you crazy because I don't bleach my line. I don't bleach my face. I'm not that. Stop lying. You're bleaching your face and I can tell it. You get 2 shades lighter since I seen you last time. You doing something? Then when it comes down to it, she explains that, okay, I did do it. And the reason why I did it, because I'm afraid you won't like me if I'm dark, and I don't like my dark color. And I have to bleach because you're lighter than me. I want you to accept me. Insecurities. And then you have to get down off your high horse and say, look, I love you just the way you are, my dear. You ain't got to do all of that to please me. Be you. I don't care about your color. It's about your inside. That's the kind of man she needs. Okay? When a woman explains stuff like that, or vice versa, when he explains it, that's the kind of people relationship and understanding that you need in a relationship to move forward in your life. And that's how you deal with insecurities. You bring it to the table, you discuss it, and you find a way to work through it, around it, over it, and under it until you bury that insecurity. I buried my insecurity regarding my color years and years ago. And I didn't hear now you call me any kind of word you want. It ain't gonna phase me. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. All right. So insecurity, man. Some of us have it, and some of us don't deal with it. We ignore it. We just be packing in a baggage, and that's baggage into our relationship. All right. A dark bad secret. That's similar to insecurity. You have a dark secret. Something happened to you in the past, and you don't want to bring it up, but you know it's always dealing with you every day. You go to bed, have nightmares about it. You know, it's hard, man. It's hard. You know? And so those things like that. You have a dark secret. You holding that back. You need to bring it out on the table. Yeah, bring it out in the open so that you can deal with it, discuss it, whether it happened to the man or whether it happened to the woman. Things happen in life. And sometimes they're so traumatic, we can't move on until we get through it, until we discuss it. And we hold it inside. It's like a man on the battlefield, you know, the PTSD syndrome, that post-traumatic syndrome, that's what happens. Things happen to us as a kid. And then we wind up getting PTSD, post-traumatic syndrome, you know? And then we don't even know what it is, but we just acting foolish, you know? And so when you have a dark secret, bring it out. I had some secrets in my life. I brought it out to Lisa D. Lisa D had some secrets in her life. We brought it out. And it made me a better person when I discussed it with her. She explained to me what happened and what caused me to act the way I am. And things happened. I explained to her what happened. We came to an agreement that, you know, regardless of what happened, we are past that. Our past does not define our present nor our future. And when you get to that point in your life, in your relationship, you can handle any secret of the past, but you got to put it on the table and stop trying to hide it. Okay? All right. Non-resolution. That goes hand in hand with the past. Non-resolution. That's one we got. Non-resolution. When you don't resolve your past incidents or insecurities, then you got problems. Every time, let's say, for example, a lady was maybe molested as a child, whatever, right? Every time you touch her, she's going to have issues. She's going to see flashbacks, you know, or somebody that touched her inappropriately. And if you don't bring that up and you don't deal with it, your relationship is doomed from the beginning. You can't get over that. You can't get under that. You can't get around that until you deal with it and bring that wall down. Dark secret of the past, non-resolved instances can tear you apart, tear your relationship apart. One thing you better do, ladies and gentlemen, when you meet a foreign man, or you meet a woman, you meet a foreign man meet a lady, Philippine, you better get the stuff out on the table. Everything. I want to know everything that held you back in your past. I want to know everything that traumatized you as a kid. I want to know. And the thing about it, a lot of women, in particular, they will hold secrets back. And they don't bring it out. They won't bring it out until you force it out of them. Not I'm saying beat them and all that, but you have to talk to them on a very, very sincere and loving way. And when they know that you're trying to help them, most women will come open with the dark, dirty secrets. And I'm going to tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. When you're dealing with a Filipina, especially a Filipina that's had a family member, a lot of brothers, there's going to be some dark, dirty secrets that they will never utter through their lips. But every time you touch them, they hesitate. Every time you reach out and caress them, it's a hesitance and it's a resonance. That lets you know something. I need to talk. We need to talk. We need to talk. And they don't want to talk. They don't want to talk. One of these days they talk. They bring it up. If they never talk about it, guess what? It's going to always be there. It's going to be you, her, and that block in between you. Every time you try to touch her or do what people do to each other when they love, that's going to be a block. Okay? You got to get through that. You have to understand and you have to resolve your secrets in the past. Men got secrets too. Huh? Ain't just all the women. Men, we got secrets too. But you got to get it out in the open and it has to be resolved. If it's not resolved, eventually it's going to cause a problem in your relationship, and that problem could pull your relationship down. All because you didn't resolve those traumatic issues of the past. All adults have had somewhat of a traumatic. And somebody said, I had a perfect childhood. Hey, nothing up, my parents good, but he is. Okay. Somebody did something to you. Somebody said something to you, and you got the trauma because of it. Okay. I don't care what you said did lie, but this is life. Okay. Anybody can be tell a lie like that, but it takes a man or it takes a woman that's I had some issues when I was growing up, and I'm working with some of them. Some of them are resolved, but then I'm still working through some of them, and I want to share those issues with you. Hopefully, you can help me and we resolve those issues. And I want you to share your issues that you had as a child, and we can resolve them and work through them together. Okay, that's how you deal with traumatic relationships. That's how you deal with people holding secrets. You get it out on the table, and you dissect it on the table, and you don't run away from it. Okay, no matter how good it was, no matter how bad it was, no matter how much pain it caused, because in order for them to get through that situation, they have to deal with the pain. Okay, yeah, they have to deal with the pain, trauma, and they have to relive it sometimes. But in order to get through it and get them in the past, put that in the back of their mind, because really it's in the forefront of their mind. And every time you touch them, or every time they touch you, or every time a particular situation come up, flashback trauma hits them. You got to work through that. And I'm telling you straight up, every relationship I've had, in I got to an area where we had trauma. So I'm telling you, most people in life have had some traumatic experience, whether it may have been a death in the family where somebody passed away and you were really taken aback by it. Trauma happens in many different forms and fashions and shapes and sizes, but it happens. And we try to shake it off like, I'm all right. But on the outside, exterior, we're all right. But on the interior, we're hurt and we're cut up and we can't move forward. But we keep the outside moved us forward, but the inside is pushing us back. That's why when you deal with your lady and she try to touch or whatever, the inside is pushing her back. The outside is pushing, okay, but the inside, and she can never give all of herself to you. Same with the man. The man can never give all of himself to you, lady, because he's dealing with a traumatic experience that will never resolve in the past relationship. Okay? Are you with me? All right, that's it, man. So I got for you. You need to be able to spot the red flags when you're dealing with a woman, man, ladies. You need to be able to spot the red flags when you deal with a man. Because if you don't spot those red flags and deal with them, it's gonna deal with you. Okay? I'd rather deal with it than have it deal with me. Because it's not what happens to you that counts; it's how you deal with it that counts. And a lot of times, it's not what you see that gets you. It's what you don't see that gets you. So those things that you don't see, the traumatic experience that people went through, you need to see it. You need for them to come out with it. So look, I had some things happen to me in my life. I need to let you know this. And I want to share it with you so that you can know how much experience I went through and why I am, where I am, who I am right now. And I want to know the same about you. That's called putting it all out on the table. No secrets, no hidden agendas, no hidden motives. All about you and the woman, or the woman and the man coming together, sharing, caring, and living a life of purpose together. That's called unity. Yeah. Connectedness. Being connected versus disconnected. I don't want to be disconnected to the one I love. How about you? I want to be connected on all areas, sexually, emotionally, physically, mentally, socially, every way possible. I want to find a connecting point. Okay? And whenever there's a disconnection point, there's a disjunction between us, I want it to be resolved. I want to put it on the table and say, look, this is why I did this. And I want to let you know why I did this. I don't like it. And then we discuss it. That's what you do as a couple. Okay? And that's how you get rid of the red flag. That's how you discover the red flag and you deal with it. If it's a red flag, something that's not gonna, that you see it can't make your relationship move forward in life, then you let that person go. That's the best, that's the most kindest thing you can do for that individual. Let them. I know it may say cruel, because she might love you or you might love her, or, but the best thing to do. If you have a red flag, you can't get around it, you can't get under it, you can't go over it, you can't do nothing with it. So look, honey, I appreciate the time we spent together, but it's best for me to let you go. It's best for you to let me go because we got too many issues and we can't come to any agreements. This is too big for me to handle. I don't want to deal with this, and I want to be honest with you. Okay, that's how you do. That's what you do. Honesty is the what? Best policy. Let's go. That's it, man. People get ready. Whether the train is coming, don't need no ticket. You just get on board. Or you needed love. Who said it? Said sweet, sweet love. Don't need no ticket. Nah. You just get on board. Get on board. Y'all ready, man? Are you ready to ride the Lord train? BobbieD, One Nation under One Love. Yeah, man, I'm ready, man. I ain't playing today. We're gonna ride the train. We'll be out of here. 1 second. That's some good stuff. Ain't no copy on that, but it's some good stuff. All right. She's outside, y'all. She's washing shoes. You ever heard somebody wash shoes? She washing the shoes, y'all. Oh, Sneezy, you ain't supposed to wash no shoes. She washing the shoes. But she loves doing it. She's washing my shoes, and they come out. They look good when they finish, but she washed. I heard people wash tennis shoes, right? She washed their shoes. I don't care what it is. She will wash it. She put it in there, scrub it, and wash it and she hanging up on the line. And when it get through, it be looking good. I never heard of that until I got it. Anyway, we got to find out who rubbing up, talking up, up, beating her man. He's like, who that say they can't beat it? No, I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna say doing all right, man. You got a good, decent team this year. I can't say the same about my hometown team, Atlanta Falcons, but I'm praying for the Falcons to get stronger and the seasons. They just got a decent season left. Maybe they got 4 games won. I hope they win at least one more for the years. Can you pray for me? Thank you. All right, we got to find out who rubbing up, talking up, bucked up, looking for pain. He's like, who that say? So I need to. All right, that's it. Down here, find out who they say they can't. Who will be number one hunter up in this house today? Oh, I'm sorry. When I say toot, you say all aboard. Toot. When I say all aboard, you say toot. All aboard. Let's ride that train, man. Y'all want to ride with me? You want to ride with me? Y'all ready for the wrong car? Hey, man, I'm ready for the wrong car. I want to see. I'm a very curious-minded person, right? I always want to see who's the first man up because that tells me something about them. That makes a statement that they wanted to be number one and that they have a number one mentality and they want to be a leader and not a follower. You know what I'm saying? I've been both. I've been a follower and I've been a leader. And I know I like to lead, man. Because I'd rather be a leader than a follower. You have to know how to follow in order to lead, right? So we all have to have both of it, both traits in our personalities. But I like to lead. Let's go. The leader is the first person up. We're gonna find who the leader in the house is today. Let's go. I'm gonna dare down here and find out who that is. Come on now. Let me get it right. I have a tendency I don't know what it is. I have a tendency to go when I hit that button. I have a tendency to go in the middle or to the end. I don't know what it is. So I'm drilling up all the way. See, I just did it again. I went down. BobbieD, you got to do better. Okay, man, I got it. All right, we got Paul in the house. What's up, Paul? Gotta say, number one honcho in the house today. Paul, BMG 2000. Paul, what's up, Paul? You all right, man? So good. I'll say you said first. Hey, man, that's all you got to say. Number one. That speaks for itself, you know. You got to say nothing else. Number one. Okay? And when somebody's number one, you got to get back. You got to give them their respect. You got to give them their props because they did something you couldn't do or you wouldn't do or you shouldn't do. They did it. And when somebody do something better than me, I don't try to hate, baby. I appreciate. I said, look at man, you did that thing right. I give you props. Know what I'm saying? Give me props today. Ride train by these, One Nation. Who we got? Paul in the house. What's up, Paul? Yeah, what's going on, BobbieD? Hey, man, you know how we said, man, we blessed and highly favored and flavored of the love. You know what I'm saying? God has been good to me, man. I can't complain. God has been good to me, okay? He's been my friend when I didn't have no friend. He's been my bridge over troubled waters. You tell me, man? Don't let me get you started now. I tell you, God has been good. been good to you. Let's go right there about these who we got. America, hey, got in the house, got in the house. Woo, got in the house, got in the house. Woo, what's up, Gunny man? Hey, go finger. What's up, go finger? How you doing, Murphy? He said, hello, man. He said, hello, man. What's up, man? You all right, man? Murphy, you don't say, man. You all right, man. Good to see you. Hey, Murphy, man. It's good to see you, man. Always good to see you, man. But you know what I'm saying, man? I got to tell you something, man. DCG ain't here, so I got to do her job. Murphy, let me tell you something, man. Number two, Joe won't do. Number two won't do, Murphy, but you will do all the time. Right, train about who we got? Mark, what's up, Mark? What's up? Hey, I'm number two. No, you're not number two, Mark. Murphy took the hit for you, man. Murphy did it. You number three. Yeah, you just a wannabe. Mark, you done changed your name on me, man. You got Mark Riley. Oh, he come from he come from Facebook, y'all. His name is Mark Riley on Facebook, but on YouTube, he is Smooth Sounds. See, he got an alter ego. He got two personalities. You ever heard of the 21 Lives of Eve? he got a 2 lives of Mark Riley. What's up, man? So, in the house. Ryan Chain about who we got? TLM. What's up, man? You all right, man? So good to see you. So good to see you. So good to see you. He said, good evening, bro, from Arizona, USA. Hey, good to see you, my brother. You one of my fellow citizens, and I want to welcome you to the Love Train. If you haven't been on the Love Train before, God bless you, man. So good to see you. Coming from Arizona, the place where they had the vote, count the vote 20,000 times, and when they finished counting the vote, Biden still got more than the orange man. So I want to thank you for putting up with that foolishness out there in Arizona. I've never been to Arizona, man. I don't want to go. But I'm glad you're there. And if you would please, G, hit that like button for me, man. Hit the subscribe button. And thank you for showing up. Hey, we ride this train with decency. We ride this train with respect. We ride this train with love. I'm going to tell you something about the train so you don't make no mistakes on the train. We got some people. You see people with the gold, blue ranger by their name. They're called moderators. Blue ranger moderators. If you act up on the train, G, they're going to kick you. If you say something crazy and you start cussing, you don't like no cussing on the train. And I'm not slipping cussing. They go get me sometimes. But you don't like no cussing on the train. I'm just trying to let you know so you don't get in trouble with these guys, okay? Like, good to see you, T. Thank you so much for coming and stopping by. Hope to see you another time. Round train, Bobby DC, One Nation. Murphy, hey, what's up? He said, congratulations, Paul. Number one is fun. Number one, you want to pull out your gun. Number two, you just don't know what to do. Number three, you just don't want to be. Number four, you asking for a little bit more. Who we got? Round train, Bobby DC, One Nation. Paul in the house. He said, yes, it is, Sir Murphy. Good to be on top. Hey, man, I'd rather be on the top than the bottom for good stuff. For bad stuff, I want to be on the bottom. But if it's good, get me as close to the top as I can get, man. It's always good to be number one when you're in a good, positive situation because it shows that you care. It shows you did a little bit more than somebody else to make it. And that doesn't speak bad of anybody else. It doesn't. It really doesn't. It just speaks good of you. Always to congratulate people when they do well in life because sometimes when they do well, it can rub off on you and you could do just as well. But when you start hating on people, that stops your blessing, man. I don't never hate on people that are doing well. I see somebody got a lot of money. I say, man, he did it, man. I'm gonna pray to God that I can get some of that spirit on me. And he get some of that too. Let's go right there. Who we got? Nick, what's up, man? Nick Calderon here. Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone, buddy. What's up, man? Y'all right, Nick? So good to see you. So good to see you. So good to see you. Nick in the house, man. Calderon. Where you from, Nick? I ain't seen you in a while, man. You all right? Tell us where you from, man. How many kids you got? You married? You trying to get a Philippine? What's going on with you, Nick? What you do for a living? I need to know about you, Nick, because we love you, brother. We always good to see people that we ain't seen in a while on this show. Good to see you, Nick. Ryan Chain, Bobby DC. Hey, y'all, I need everybody new on this show that y'all seen today. I need you to reach out and speak out and peace out to these people. Y'all know how we do. We always mention new people, and we said, thank you for showing up. Good to see you. Welcome. Okay, let's go, Ryan Chain, Bobby DC. Who we got, Ryan Chain? Who we got? Yeah! Rayman coming. Rayman coming. Rayman coming. Terry Fleming in the house. Hey, man. For those of you that don't know, we call Terry Fleming the Rain Man because he know how to make it rain up in here on the train, even in Spain. Thank you so much. Hey, Terry Fleming is a blessed man. He is a poet, and he knows it. And that rhyme. He's a poet and know it. He's a poet laureate. He's a poet laureate of this train. If we need a poem, we ask him to do it, and he's always into it in that rhyme. You with me, Jay? Hey, you go on Facebook. Terry Fleming have a bunch of poems, man. I don't know. I think he do one a day. Terry Fleming, and the poem be powerful poems, man. Deep stuff. Deep as a river. You ever seen a deep river? You keep going and going deep, and you never stop. Deep stuff. Thanks so much for the poem, Terry. We need to get you on here to do something for it. You said toot toot. All right, we got to do the damn Terry Fleming, Ryan Train, BobbieD, One Nation, on the group. I got to find a dancer. Come on here. Listen up now. Hold on. I need to find a dancer up in this place, man. Come on now, dancers, don't run. Don't run from me. Y'all went on strike no more. They went on a strike for me the other day, but I had to get him back in on the job. All right, here we go. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the original players from the Himalayas. Jerome's in the house. I said Jerome's in the house. Jerome's in the house. I said Jerome's in the house. Come on, girl, let's do the penguin. The hardest working man in the business. I feel good.
Thank you so much, Terry Fleming, for the donation to the nation. More blessings. Much love to you, my brother. Let's go. Ryan Train, BobbieD, One Nation. Who we got? Terry Fleming said, congrats, Paul. Number one, and Sir Murphy, I think you are getting hooked on the number 2 spot. Murphy number 2 and Paul number 1 is all right, man, because we only just begun. Ryan Train, who we got? Murphy, hey, here's Terry Fleming. I hear you, man. Good to see you. Ryan Train, who we got? That smells a piece of Bobby and these DM, my love. I got you, man. My love family, my love train family. Good to see you, man. Hey, SML, I'm surprised you ain't number 1 today. You always show up. We don't see you in a few days. Next time you show up, you're number 1. I'm surprised you didn't do it right. Let's go. Ryan Train, Bobby, who we got? Paul in the house. He said, what's going on? I said, Terry, you all right, man? Good to see you, my friend. Ryan Train, BobbieD, One Nation. Terry Fleming. Everything is to everything, Paul. What's up, man? You all right? Hey, man, just keep on keeping on. Hey, let me tell you this. Whatever you do in your life, make sure you do it right, okay? Because the worst feeling in the world is you did something and you didn't do it right. And when you don't do things right, you have to go back on and do it again. Get it right. I learned that lesson a long time ago from my grandma, my mom. I call my mom. I used to be one of these kids that want to rush and do things, right? You know, and I would rush and do the things I don't want to do. My mama taught me a big lesson, man. I used to have to cut the grass, man. Out there in Georgia. You can go to Georgia, you know, in the summertime, it's Georgia heat. It's brutal. So I would cut the grass, and then I would cut the grass just half do it. And then she would always, anything that she told me to do, she would always inspect. And then she inspected the grass, and she said, nah, son, you didn't do a good job, son. I want you to get back out there. I said, Mama, I just cut the grass. She said, get back out there, son. She said, I ain't doing nothing. I'm not getting back out there, son. It's too hot. She said, you don't work, you don't eat. I got back out there, cut the grass, and I cut the grass good this time, and I was able to eat. But that's what I'm telling you, man. Whenever she taught me that, I used to do that, or anything I did in the house, but I had to mop the floor, whatever, she was inspecting. If I didn't do it right, guess what? I had to do it. So I wound up doing everything perfect, or as much as I could do to satisfy her. And she got to the point whenever she expected, you did good, son. So that taught me a valuable lesson in life. Whatever you do in life, do it right, tight, the first time, and then you won't have to come back. Even when I got on my job, man, they didn't have to tell me I did my stuff right. Taught me my grandma taught me a valuable lesson. I wish y'all had the mother I had, grandmother I had. You would have taught you some lessons in life, man. And those lessons she taught me have brought me a long way in life, and keeping me going strong right now. Okay, so I'm bringing some of the lessons she taught me to you, that might help you in your life. Let's go, Ron Chain. Who we got? Jerry said, "Great." Okay, I'm sorry, I don't read that. Murphy, I read it too. I messed up, y'all. Okay, thanks so much. Ron Chain, BobbieD, DC, One Nation. What's going on? Hey, Terry he keep doing fine, man. He all right. Terry Fleming says everything is everything. Paul, what's up? Ron Chain, BobbieD, DC. Monroe Smith in the house. Monroe Smith in the house. What's up, Monroe? Monroe Smith is doing all right. He up there in Greensboro, North Carolina. He is my brother from another mother. We from the Carolina. We Carolina guys, man. And we're strong men. If you meet somebody from Carolina, it's always going to be fine. Because you always finer in Carolina. Carolina people are some great people, man. Anytime I met somebody from Carolina, we click like that. You know why? Because we have the same mentality. We were growing up in the same areas. North and South is pretty much the same. He said, "Hello, BobbieD and DC from Greensboro, North Carolina." We Kakalaki brother, man. I love my brothers from Kakalaki, man. So good to see you. Monroe, Ron Chain, BobbieD, DC, One Nation. And the man in the house, what's all saying? He said, "Watch them red flag." But what that red light special do? Red light special do the doggone thing right. Hey, man, I don't want no red light special. If you're in the red light district, you better get out that district. Right, Chain? Right, Chain, but hey, what's up, Paul? He said, "I'm telling you, Bobby, majority of Filipina think when we come there that we are all got money, and not true. Why a lot of us go out there is to cheap, affordable to be there, but plus the people." Yeah, that's it, man. In the Filipino mentality, in this culture, majority of people out here think that we have money. We're all millionaires. It's not so. I know you know it. I know it, but they don't know it. And they said a lot of them, because of that knowledge, that mentality, they set themselves up for what? Failure. When we can't produce, we can't buy a new car like they want us to. That's what my people out here. Okay, when I first got here, I wanted a car, right? You know, I bought me a car like 3 months after I moved out here full time, and I said, I'm tired of riding these GDs. I'm tired of riding these taxis. I want me a car. And so I bought me a car. I paid it cash. They was like, "This is a used car, sir." I said, "Yeah, it's a used car. What's your problem?" I bought a used car. I paid cash. I paid $400 cash. I didn't want to have no house notes, no cash, no car notes, right? "This is used." I said, "Yeah, this is a used car. What's the problem? You don't have money." I said, "I got money to buy what I want to buy, and that ain't your business." But yeah, they think you're rich, and when you see if you say you're gonna buy a car, they expect it to be new. That's when we bought the house. DC mom said, we bought it, got a loan to buy it. "You didn't buy it cash?" I said, "I don't buy big expenses like that cash." You know, I don't know what it is. They think everybody rich, super rich. Let's go, Ron Chain, BobbieD. Who we got? Monroe Smith. He said, "Congrats, Paul, for number one today, man. Number one ain't no joke, man. You got to do something. You got to get up. You got to be more alert. You know? Y'all don't know exactly what time I'm coming. You know, nobody knows but me and the good Lord. So if Paul got to be number one on a regular basis, what that mean? Paul got a connection with the Most High God. Or Paul got no sense to say, okay, maybe he might come between the hours of 9:30 and 10:30, and I'm gonna just wait till him to get into dirty. You know what I'm saying? He's standing in the way. You can't keep a good man there. Let's go, Ron Chain. Who we got? Monroe. This is congrats to Murphy Hayes from number one. Number two. Hey, we love Murphy Hayes. He's number one to us, but we don't like that number two. Let's go. And what won't do? Murphy Hayes, Monroe, Smith, Bronze Bullet. What's up, Bronze Bullet? You in the house today? Hey, let's go. Ron Chain, Monroe. He said, "Hello, Jared Fleming. Zan the man is definitely the man. Zan the man got it going on like don't you?" Who we got? Ron Chain, BobbieD. Murphy Hayes, Zan the man. Know what to do. Don't know what to do. Monroe said, "BobbieD, well, I was a little late because I was video chatting with my beautiful mom, another lady. When your show came on the air, as I had to keep talking to you, I understand, man. Your lady is more important than BobbieD. Okay, no question about it. And I would say I would never fault you for chatting with your little woman. You don't want to drop the ball with BobbieD on. That's rude. That's very rude. If I come on the air, ladies and gentlemen, and you're speaking with the one you love, continue your conversation, okay? Don't abruptly stop it. Or you can say, well, BobbieD's on the ear, and I need you to get through. And then you come see me. Let's go right there. Who we got? Paul in the house. He said, there's a reason for that due to requirements and people want to wait and see what happens before they go. Yeah, it's the reason why people aren't coming. I honestly thought people would like, shh, coming through here quick, but people are not. They're taking time. Nobody do making no mad rush to get through the doors. You know why? Just like Paul said, they want to wait until the dust settles and see if opening up is real, and they want to see the hang-ups, and nobody wants to quarantine. I mean, people come from the yellow country, they don't want to quarantine. No. If I was coming from a yellow country, I'd be staying my butt right home until they take that quarantine off. Then I start making me some plans. That's what I think. That's what a lot of people are doing right now. Ron J. Bobby Easy, One Nation. Who we got? Jerry Fleming. He said most of the time, traveling may not be rich, but only a fool travel broke. I wouldn't place myself in a position to end up penniless in a foreign land. A beggar looks bad in his own country. Yeah, you want to do that, man. You better come out. When you come out here, ladies and gentlemen, you better make sure you have more than enough, okay? Just don't have enough, because enough might not be enough. It may not be enough for you to get by. You need to have more. I told y'all the other day that inflation is, everything up here is going sky high. Whatever you had, if you came out here before and you came out here and had $500 in your pocket to spend, it was more than enough. It ain't gonna be more than enough this time, because everything is skyrocketing. Just like everything's inflation high in the USA, it's just as high here. The pandemic has caused a disruption in the chain supply of getting goods out and stuff, and the prices are going up because everything that's in shortage, they jack up the price. Okay? As far as, and you guys out there in America, the gas prices are sky high. Biden told I think I saw him on the tube today, saying that he wanted to open up the oil reserve so that the prices could come down on the oil, on the gas. So the same thing you're going to find that you're finding out in the West. Prices are high. Prices are high here as well. Ryan Train, Bobby Lee, One Nation. Who we got? Crook Morgan and how? What's up, Crook? He said, what say you, Bobby? Hey, man, we blessed and highly favored and most favored of the law. Hey, God has been good to me. And don't get me started. Because I won't stop. God's been so good to me. I'm thankful God he's brought me a long way. And I thank God he brought you, Crook Morgan, a long way. And everybody in our viewing audience, all our members, all our subscribers, everybody that watches us, he had you in the palm of his hands. Thank you. Roger, who we got? Paul, he said, I tell you, Bobby, no way in hell I want to fly to all the way there and then say 5 to 7 days in a bad hotel. Can't go anywhere. No, I'm vaccinated. I'm vaccinated good. I want to wait until they change that one to the no hotel. Yeah, I agree. I think that's a good idea. I think it's a waste of time to stay up in a hotel when you could be spending time with your loved one. You know you're fully vaccinated. You already know you don't have the virus because you don't took it. I think they should require the RT-PCR test. Okay, they should require a negative RT-PCR test taken within 3 days before you get here. You show them paperwork, show them your vaccination certification that you're certified vaccine, and they should let you go. Okay? It shouldn't have to be no more quarantine. I don't care what country you came from. You know what I'm saying? That's my people. But they don't see it like that. And so because they don't see it like that, a lot of people say, I ain't going there. Then they go on other places. A lot of people go on other places. Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam. Because Philippines still trying to be funny by letting people in. Let's go, Ron Chain. Who we got? Crook Mark in the house. He said, love train crew. What it do? And that rhymes. I got you, man. Ron Chain, Bobby DC, One Nation. Murphy Hayes. He said, I'm not boarding that plane till it's green. Then I'm going to be on the scene like the gangster machine. Like you're going to have a gangster lean. You're going to do a gangster lean on a plane just like a gangster lean in the gangster scene. Ron Chain, Bobby DC, One Nation. Who you got? All in the house. He said, I know that's right, Mr. Murphy. Everything going to be good, man. Take your time. Don't do nothing in a hurry. And then you won't have no work. And then, right? You won't do no rush for nothing. Okay? Take your time. When it comes to paying big money, because it's going to take some money to get out here. When it comes time to put that money down for that ticket, make sure that everything is lined up. like you want to see it and like you want to be it. You don't want to be in no quarantine hotel, don't put the money down yet. Wait till they change that little iota, that little item of quarantine, and then you put your money down. You say, well, my lady, she gonna be mad about it. Let her be mad. Let her be mad. She'll be all right. Give her some time. She realizes that it ain't her money being put down there, it's yours. And she, you have the right to say so what you want to do with your mom. Say, oh, not her. Roger, who we got? Mom, baby, he said, hello, Sir Crook Mark. What's up, brother? So good to see you. Roger, about it easy one nation. Crook Mark, what's up? What's up, Murphy? You all right, man? Good to see you, brother. Roger, who we got? Crook Mark. Oh, congrats to you, my brother. Number one in the house. Number one. Just begun. Who we got? Murphy Hayes. He said, I'm good. Hope you are as well, Sir Mark. Good to see you, Roger. About it easy one nation. Jared Fleming. He said, what will happen if this virus cannot be controlled, only mitigated? You will not just have full hospitals. You'll also have a broken, hungry nation. Yeah, you're right. If you look at Europe right now, ladies and gentlemen, Europe is going through another surge of the virus. Another surge. Everybody else coming out. Europe is just starting a whole another surge. So I don't know what's going to happen with them. Everybody else is starting to come down. They're going up. And they have a lot of people vaccinated there. That's the sad part about it. You know, when I did some study about the virus, the Spanish virus, and it took them about 5 years before they all got through all that stuff. So I think it's going to take about 5 years to actually get all this stuff. And then during that 5 years, it's going to be some more pandemic. Y'all need to just get ready. It's going to be some more pandemic. You know why I say that? Because crazy is crazy, and don't get no better. There's some crazy folk cause this virus, and they're still doing crazy out there. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't want to mention the name. Y'all know where it started. Crazy is as crazy does, and crazy is still doing it. Let's go around here. Who we got? Group marketing. I said I'm better than I deserve. Maybe God got me in the palm of his hand, and I don't complain. I just follow the plan. Isn't that right? Let's go. Who we got? Group Mark, what say you, Murphy? What say you, Terry Fleming? You all right, man? So good to see you. So good to see you. Good to see you. Terry Fleming. I say, would it be, Sir Mark? Would it be so cool, Mark? You all right, man? Running it down. Everybody out there, if I don't see y'all between now and Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving to all my people out there, all my family members, YouTube family members. Happy Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is the time that we say, give thanks to the Lord for all he's done for us. We give thanks to our family members for putting up with all our craziness. We give thanks to our ladies, our wives, our girlfriends, our daughters, sons, for just being themselves and being together. That's the time when all families get together and they try to come together. This time, for the first time, almost 2 years, we can now celebrate together, but we have to be vaccinated without no mask. But most people are coming together now, because they're vaccinated. And the people that are dealing with it, vaccinated, but you still should wear the mask as well if you have a large gathering. Okay, Monroe, he said, "What happened, BobbieD? I think we lost. You lost me. Y'all lost me. I'm sorry about that. Oh, I know what happens. Sometimes if I show an image on the screen, if I keep it out too long, the system will lose the connection. But I won't know it because it still looks like it's on me. So what you guys will lose it. But when I take that image off the screen and come back, then you see me again. So that happens. I'm sorry about that, y'all. My bad. Ron Jane, who we got? Oh, he said, what happened, BobbieD? I got you, man. They cut me off. They cut me off. Hey, man, they better not cut me off. And you know what they're doing? You remember that tennis player in China? They cut the Chinese people. Every time CNN does a report about the Chinese tennis player, they black it out so the people in China can't see. They doing something dirty to that girl. I don't know what's going on, man, but that's not good. They need to straighten that up and let the girl come out and talk live. They show the picture, they show the recording. We want to see the girl. The WTA said, if we can't see this girl and she tell us from her own mouth live that she's okay, we're going to pull everything out of China. So China is doing everything they can to keep that from them. They want the WTA to stay in China. Let's go, Ron Chen. Who we got? Murphy, hey. He said, did you hear Ted Cruz and trying to secede Texas from the United States? Are you serious, man? And he's got a lot of signatures. Are you serious? Oh, man. You know what? Ted Cruz, they need to, I ain't going to say that, man, but somebody need to snap. Somebody need to crack down. What would happen let's say me, you, Murphy, got together with maybe 100,000 men. We said we're gonna succeed Louisiana from the nation. You know what they would do with us? We wouldn't last a minute. We better get rid of them. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, Lord. Let's go around change about at least one nation. Who we got? Murphy, Monroe. He said, okay, BobbieD, back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, good, man. I'm sorry, y'all. I got to see my buddy went there today. She out there washing shoes. Normally she tell me to switch it back on for a while black out. But I'm sorry, I kept it off too long. But I said some good stuff that y'all miss, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be all right. Round chain, who we got? Paul, he said, now I'm back. Got you, man. Round chain, BobbieD, you see one nation. I remember the old days, Sherry. Remember the old days when TV reception is bad as we hold antenna and more around time for you to move so that antenna. I know what happened, man. I don't know what it is, but my signal will black out. If I keep the image on the screen too long, it'll cut off. I talk too long with the image on, and I should have taken it back out. So it's my bad. Y'all gotta remember, I gotta remind myself not to keep the image on the screen too long. But when I'm starting flowing, when I start flowing on a topic, I forget the screen part. I just want to get out what I don't have no notes, okay? So what I'm saying, you come from the head and the heart, okay, and the spirit of man and the spirit of God in me, okay? So when I'm flowing, I let it flow. Let's go, Roger. Who we got? Paul, he said, Sir Murphy, that Ted Cruz is a nutcase. Yeah, he is, man. Doing all kinds of crazy things. He knows that not possible. I know, man. Is that Ted Cruz? That's the guy that went to the he went to the Bahamas or someplace when they had some kind of virus. Oh no, there was a flood in his town. He said, "Let's get no." When the electricity got cut off, he took his family and went to the Bahamas, and he supposed to be a senator, right? he running from a trauma, and this country needed him, and he running out. They got on his case about it too. Let's go, Roger. Who you got? Terry Fleming said Ted Cruz is shelf. Ted Cruz is small fry when compared to Governor DeSantis, DeSatan down here in Florida. Ted Cruz, the governor in Florida, the governor in Texas, a few others are crazies, just like the Orange Man. You know what I'm saying? And crazy is as crazy does. Okay, so the best way to deal with crazy is call them out for what they are and stay away from them. You know what I'm saying? Because crazy is gonna be crazy. They just decided that they don't give a flip about what nobody has to say about them, and then they're gonna do their thing. So in order for you not to get on their level, you got to ignore them and act and maybe be strong for yourself. Roger Monroe, what's up, man? He said, "You're right, BobbieD. As kids, we played the mommy against the daddy all the time, or vis-a-vis. That's why I don't want to talk or date a Filipino kids, especially a lot of kids. Now, man, I don't play that. I had a prior relationship with when I married. It was 2 kids already. And what did I do there? I don't know. I knew I did. I know now. I look back and see why I did it. I was blind in love. I thought I was, and I did. I don't know. But it came up. It was always an issue. You know, the kids would blame me for stuff. My ex-wife would blame me. Well, you don't love them. There's always some issues, man. You know, I was trying my best to take care of her and her 2 kids that wasn't mine. But when I married, I had to do it, whether I wanted to or not. But I don't care how much I tried to be the dad or to raise them in a fatherly manner. It was always something lacking that they claimed to me. You know? So I'm telling you, it's going to be the same way. When you're dealing with a Filipino, she's going to feel that you're not looking out for the children's best interest. It's always going to be some issues, man. I'm telling you, it's the best thing to do. Unless you want a situation like that, is to stay away from women that have children. Okay? Now, not necessarily children per se, but children that will live with you in the relationship. Now, there's a lot of Filipinos out there that have children, but if you come to this country, you notice that most of the Filipinos that are working, if they have children, they're usually staying with mom and pop or some family member. I don't know why, but that's how this culture is. The people that single parents that are working, they have children. The children usually don't stay with them. They stay with the mom or pop, friends and relatives. I don't know why they do that here, but it's big out here. So you may get one with children that the children don't live with you. That's a whole other different situation. Ron Chain, BobbieD, see One Nation. Who we got? Monroe Smith in the house. He said to me, Bobby, that could be a red flag. as a man should look at the Filipino factor. Yeah, man. You gotta look at how they was raised, family that they was under, because a lot of Filipinos come from families that are full of drugs, you know. I'm just being honest. A lot of Filipinos come from bad families. And that doesn't mean that they're bad, does it? No, not necessarily. But it does mean that they were raised in a bad family, and some of those bad habits of that bad family could be on them as well. And then you may experience some of those things, okay? So not necessarily will they have bad habits, but it's a big possibility. So you need to see the Filipina, right? In her, in all her glory, right? All her, whatever she does. And then you need to see her, how she interacts with her family. And family members, how they do. You know, that's what I did. And when I married this D, I came down here. Every time I came down here, I had to go see mom and pop and the family. And I got to know them. I realized that they were good people. They were poor, but that, you know, being poor and being good is two different things. They were good people, even though they were poor. I respected them, and I learned to love them just as much as I love these things. You know what I'm saying? They became my family. And so always associate with not only your Filipina, but the family as well. Ryan trained by releasing One Nation, Murphy. Hey, he said, support Ted Cruz's escape from the Looney Bin. In his Looney Tunes mind, he can do anything he wants. Yeah, people like that, they're just in another world, in another dimension. And there's a lot of crazies like that out here, you know. And I try to stay away. When I find somebody crazy, my mom always told me, don't mess with nobody crazy. When you find out they're crazy, leave them alone. So leave them alone, because they'll try to get you into their craziness. And so when I find somebody ain't got it, they ain't right, I might say good morning, good evening, or good afternoon. That's it. I'm not gonna say nothing else, and I'm not gonna be hanging around them. I won't be mean to them on purpose, but I'm not gonna associate them because I don't want to get in their crazy. Right? Who we got? Paul in the house. He said, yes, need to have respect on both sides, especially with family and family has to accept you, or it will be a problem to the Philippines because family is important. If you're not accepted by the Filipino family, guess what? Well, you're gonna have some issues. Okay? If they don't like you, and the Filipino like you, and she still accept you, most of them, if they find out that the people don't like you, they're gonna get rid of you. But some of them will keep you, even though they people don't like her, they want the Monte. Okay? So if you get hooked up with somebody that want the Monte and they know their family don't like with you, you're gonna be ready for a war. You better get ready for a war. Because every time you come up with them family members, it's gonna be a war. Okay? So that's a bad situation. I'm telling you straight up, ladies and gentlemen, especially to you foreign men out there, if you have a Filipina that you really like, you love, and she has a family, she loves her family, you better learn to love that family as well, or to get at least at the bare minimum, get along with that family. Okay? Right now, I love Felicity's family, but there's some issues that we have right now between me and a few people in that family that allow me I have to back off. Okay, I just have to back off because until we get those issues up, but I still love the family, right? So that's how you got to deal with it. Let's go round train by releasing One Nation. Who we got? Terry Fleming. He said, I'm not only going to pick the woman I get, I'm going to pick the family I want. I'm not a desperate man. And a woman's looks doesn't control me if the family's not right. I'm not. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Terry Fleming got the right idea. You want a good woman, but not only do you want her to be good, but you want the family to be decent as well. That was something I looked at when I got Lisa D. At first, I was of the mindset that I'm dealing with you. You're my girlfriend. I don't want to deal with your family. But Lisa D got me straight. He got me straight on that. He said, you don't want me, and you don't want my family, you don't want me. And I said, oh, wait a minute now, let's stop with that. And then I said, okay, I'll go see your family. So ever since then, I've been going to see your family. And then they know me, I know them, and we click. So he's right. If the family's bad, a bad influence, it's going to be a bad influence on that woman. And the bad influence on her will be a bad influence in your relationship. And because right to this day, there's some people in these families that try to control her about me and our relationship. She got it. She was wise enough to see what they were doing, and I was too. And we we got them out. We not controlling her. They tried to use her. Here's what they tried to do. They tried to use Lisa D, right, to control me about money and stuff like that. I said, what? And when Lisa D got her told quick, and I got her told too. That's another thing they'll try to do. Roger, who we got? Jerry Fleming. He said, what's up, man? Well, you're right, man. So good to say. Monroe Smith and he said, I agree with you, Jerry Fleming. You said it mouthful as you speak the truth. Yeah, Church, you got it right there. Jerry Fleming said, thanks you, Monroe. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Round Chain Bobby DC, One Nation. The family man. What's up, man? He said, that's a good list. Impressed. Yeah. Thank you so much, family man. I ain't seen you in a while, man. You all right, man? You good to see you. Good to see. Hit that like everybody hit the like button one time. 1, 2, 3. Chichi-paya. 1, 2, 3. Chichi-paya. Can y'all please hit the like button, please, sir? Please, man. Hit the like button, man. We need to get them likes up, okay? Okay. Hit the like button, please. Hey, family man, so good to see you, man. Always good to see people that I respect and I love to see. Good to see you, man. Hanging in there was good right train. Right train, who we got? Murphy, he said back in the days here in the USA, the entire used to bring the bacon. The man used to bring the bacon home and give it to the woman. Matter of fact, I know a couple that still do that. If you come to the Philippines, guess what? Most men do that. I don't care how big a job they got, a smaller job you got. When they get their money, give it to mom. Or see, whatever happens nowadays, most of the jobs go in direct deposit. So the mom will just go to the ATM and get that money out as soon as it come out, and she distributed it to the people. That's the way. Back in the day when I was coming up, that's how it was too. With me, Terry, in our area, men would go to work, and on Friday, that's when they got paid. They come home and get the money, and then on some of the men, they would come home and they be going out drinking. You see, and then wife be coming out there. You see, John? Did you see? No, I ain't seen Mr. John nowhere. You better be. I'm looking for John because it's payday. John, I got the money. Went drinking and gambling. Ryan J, who we got? Terry, hey, he said, I think I'll have to interview the woman with her family. When I'm with her family, well, if I find that it's like I'm dating her family and not her, I'm out. Okay. You want to date the woman first by herself. You know, when you listen to me, guys. When you come to the Philippines, a lot of times, and you meet them, if you've never met your Filipino at first, before, a lot of times what the Filipino will do, they'll bring somebody with them. Don't play that game. You want to meet them by themselves, okay? Don't play that game about, can I bring my cousin? Can I bring my sister? Can I bring, no, I'm coming here to meet them right now. I'll meet them later, but I want to initially meet you, okay? So play that, let them know, hey, it's okay. I don't mind meeting them later, you know. But after me and you've met, I want to meet you first, you know. And then you do that because what happens is a lot of the Filipinos are insecure and they want somebody to come with them to back them up and give them the strength they need to deal with meeting a foreigner. Meeting a foreigner is a big, huge deal for someone that never met a foreigner, okay? So don't play that game about, can I bring my sister? Can I bring my friends? No, bring yourself. And if you can't meet me, we won't meet. I'll find someone else. That's how you deal with that. Let's go. And that doesn't mean you don't meet the family. That means you don't meet them right then. You meet them at a later date and time. Right, Train Bobby, who we got? Monroe, what's up? He said, the man, I got you, man. I got you. Murphy Hayes, he said, 007, what's up, man? You all right? Good to see. He said, oops. One more time. As usual, you hit the nail on the head, Bobby. Unresolved childhood trauma is quite common. Yeah, it is. And I pity the fool that said, well, I ain't had no trauma in my life. You know, I had a good life. Hey, I guarantee you, I would say just about the majority of men and women that are adult, have reached adult status at some point in time in their lives, went through some type of traumatic experience. They either left them hurt, or they were hurt at one point and got over it and moved on, and sometimes they never got over it and they're dealing with it right now. Okay, I told you, as I mentioned before, I'm just like you guys. I had issues as a kid. I had some serious issues, but I got over most of mine. I'm still dealing with some of them right now. But I got them under control. I know when I see them come up, I know to back up. I say, okay, this You have to back up because you know when you get to this area, you're a bit sensitive. You know, I back up. I know, but a lot of mine, thank God, I got through a lot of mine because I had good people around me. My grandmama got me through a whole bunch of stuff, man. I was one crazy kid. I was so crazy. I didn't know I was crazy. But my grandma, she straightened me out on a lot of areas. And then I had other people in my life help me out. But yeah, man, we all have this. Right, Trey, BobbieD, one next one. Jerry Fleming, he said a lot of people will pick their mate without a thought. Then they have buyer's remorse when they realize the mistakes they made. Yeah, you know what? That's true. And buyer's remorse comes not only with mates, man. It comes with everything. You buy a car, you buy a house, you why did I do that? Why did I do that? But you know what, man? That's normal. Whenever you make a change in your life, you can expect that there will be stress and regrets. Okay? That comes along with the territory. And if you don't have any regrets or stress, it's okay, man. But that's usually abnormal. Everybody got some issues or regrets, but that's just a part of the stress and the strain that comes with moving into what unknown territory. Okay, that's just a part of life, and people don't know that. And then so when they get to that area, well, I wish I did it again, which they don't understand. That's just a part. That's just a test for you to move to another level. It stresses you out for a little bit, but you got to get through that because if you made a good decision, it's worth it. It's worth you to go through that stress. Okay, because you made a good decision. That's why it's important that you make a good decision, pick the right person for you. Don't jump up every time you just because somebody look good, they got a good sexy body, they're beautiful. Just don't go for that, guys, please. That'll fool you every time. And then next thing you know, we reading about you. She done took all your money. And you up there talking to Ralph Tower folk. But can you help me get my money back? She took it. Don't do that, man. Let's go right here. We got Monroe Smith. He said, I know I had childhood trauma because my dad used to beat me when me and my brother for no reason when we came home from school with ironing cords. Plus, he used to beat on my mommy when he was drunk. Yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Everybody has some issue. Maybe I didn't have that issue in my life, but some people had just the same issue, man. And you got to deal with that stuff. Sometimes you have some flashbacks in your head about stuff happened when you were a kid, but sometimes, somewhere along the line, you are doing well right now. So somewhere along the line, you have to learn how to cope with that issue, and you have to learn how to deal with that issue. So you will put that behind you. You remember some things when it's necessary, but most of the bad stuff you just put that behind you and you move forward. And that's what's called being mature. That's what's called growing up. That's what's called being responsible. And that's what's called understanding your childhood, understanding the trauma, and dealing with it. Like Brother James Brown said, who we got? Right, James BobbieD, One Nation, AT and now. What's up, Chris? You all right? He said, seems like it might get close to opening up there in the Philippines, Bobby. What do you think? Yeah, it's already open up here, man. Everybody, if you're on a green list, you can come out right now. If you're on the yellow list, you can come out right now. But if you're on the green list, you can come out right now. There won't be no quarantine. Just show them your negative PCR test, and you're good. And show them your vaccine certificate. You have to be vaccine certified. On the yellow list, which is the United States on the yellow list, you can come out now, but you'll have to throw me your certification, vaccine certification. You have to have the negative RT-PCR test within 72 hours, and you have to do the quarantine. Okay. So you got to. Most people don't want to do that quarantine thing right now. That's why a lot of people are not coming out. But you can come out right now, Chris. They got it open up. Most people are waiting until all the quarantine stuff is over because all you're doing for quarantine is you're paying some hotel, some Sneezy Hotel, big money every night for like 14 days until they decide to let you out. Let's go right, everybody. Who we got? Monroe, what's up? He said, so guess what? Now, to this day, I don't care for anyone to drink in front of me as I don't like that or beat on the lady for amen. I've never seen my dad beat my mom. They never had any fights like that. But my mother always taught me never put your hand on a woman. That's something she taught me. I guess I don't know how long I can remember. I always knew that. Don't ever beat no woman. You're a man. You're strong. And so, yeah, those things like that happen, man. And they leave an everlasting mark on some of us. You know? And in that case, that's a good thing for you because you experienced something very, very negative as a child. And because of that, you would never do that. nor do you want to see anyone do that in front of you. I understand that, and that makes perfect sense to me. There's some things like that happen to me too. I tell you, my mama, that's why I don't like to see men hit women. My mama said, don't you know? She drilled that in me. I don't know why, but she drilled that in me. So I don't play that. I'm beat you. Keep your hand to yourself. And I don't like to see a woman scratch up a man and beat up a man. But women will do that too. Let's go round train by DC One Nation. Who we got? Okay. And I done messed up, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I done messed up. Okay, here we go. Monroe, he said, so in other words, Bobby, I don't like a woman being beat or drunk. Definitely. No, I don't like people getting drunk in front of me. I don't like people beating up. I don't know, if you drink, if you know you drink, do it at home and do it in privacy of your home. If you want to get sloppy drunk in your home, do it, but don't do it outside. Please, don't do that. That's disrespecting yourself and the people that you're with. Okay, let's go. Roger and Terry Fleming. He said, tap that thing. Everybody hit the like button. 1, 2, 3. Chichi play out. 1, 2, 3. Chichi play out. 1, 2, 3. Hit that like. Come on, man. Please. Please, man. Please, sir. Can you hit the like button, please? We need the like button. Can you hit it, please? Let's go. Roger and Bobby Easy One Nation. Who we got? Monroe. He said, welcome to him. And Nick called one. Hey, man, welcome to my new people I just seen on the train. We're always happy to see new faces. They may have been looking at the show for a long time, but I haven't seen them, so I said they new people, isn't that right? So all my new people, welcome. Like they say in the church, welcome, welcome, welcome. Remember them old people up here visit? Welcome, 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 welcome. We got right here. Terry, he said, I don't drink or do drugs. I care more of me than I do family or relationship. If I'm not happy at the beginning of the relationship, then I already know how it will end. Yeah, if you're not happy, it start out like bad, it's gonna be bad. So yeah, if you start out bad in a relationship, 9 times out of 10, sometimes it can turn good, but 9 times out of 10, I say it's not gonna end up good. Right, Trey, who we got? Monroe Smith. He said, I remember about it. My grandmother told me I had to pull every weed in her flower garden early in the morning, and I bet not miss it. Bet not miss one, or could not eat burgers that morning, and you cover check. Yeah, but the grandma was like I had. Almost, she was tough. You know what, man? Back then, I was like, man, she mean, but you know what? She wasn't mean. She was just right. She was just disciplined, and she taught me to be disciplined like her. I did the same to my kids. My kids had chores. So, you clean this house. You don't think you come to the table. They did their work, and I know I would say they could eat. But I said, don't think you get no extra snack, because they like snacks and dessert and stuff after they eat. I said, don't be looking for no dessert. And then they do their stuff. But same thing. But yeah, grandmothers can teach children a lot of lessons that the mothers could never think of teaching. I don't know why, I don't know how, but most of the things my grandmother taught me as a kid is still with me right now. I live her teachings, and it's keeping me out of trouble to this day. Let's go, Ryan Train, Bobby DC One Nation. Monroe, he said, Bobby, time I got through with her flower gardens, we had the most beautiful flower gardens in Burlington, North Carolina, and won an award. Wow, they won an award for flower gardens thanks to me and her. That's awesome, man. My grandmother didn't have a flower garden. She had a vegetable garden. And guess who's the one that did the garden? Me. I had to go out there and till the garden. They didn't have enough. I had to dig it up, brother. And then I had to drop the seeds. And then I had to go back and water it every day. And then when you get a garden, y'all know it's just not watered. That's it, right? Now, every day you got to go and pull the root, the bad grass and stuff out. And you got to keep the birds out and the rats and all kinds of stuff. They come and eat the fruit. So I was always in that garden, man. Always doing something. To this day, I don't like gardening. I don't like nothing to do with no garden. Who we got, Roger? Paul. He said, I'm going to chat with my lady on video chat. Take care, easy, buddy. Okay, man, do the same, man. Tell you later. I said, Roger, Bobby, Murphy, hey, hello. That's no, don't see you. I didn't see you, man. You all right, man? Good to see you, Roger, Bobby. Who got? That's about what's up, Murphy. How you doing, brother? So good to see you. Round chain about the DC one sincere to him. The angel in the house, angel in the house. What's up? She said, good morning, kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Peaceful and loving day. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sincere to him, round chain about the DC one nation. Who we got? Terry Fleming. He's an angel in the house, angel in the house. Woo. Right, Century. Sincere to him. Round chain about the DC one nation. Who we got? Murphy. He said, what's up, man? You all right, man? You ain't nothing but an angel. I love you. Let's go around chain about the who got Murphy. Hey, he said, wow, I missed a lot of comments. I had to reboot. Okay, so he rebooted his computer. I got you, man. I got you, man. All right, guys. Is that it? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay, I went. Okay, that's it. All right, I'm down to the bottom. So that's it for the day, guys. I got to go and see what the Tuba Queen's doing. You know what I'm saying? She outside washing the shoes. I told you she washing shoes today. She washing all the shoes, and I see her. I'm looking at the window. She got them hung up on the line, y'all. Yeah, you remember back in the day, your mom used to hang clothes on the line. She got the clothes. She got the shoes hung up on the line, and you know the sun is going to dry. She does shoes beauty. I never seen nobody wash shoes. I seen her wash tennis shoes, you know, but regular shoes. She washed the shoes, and they come out looking good. Anyway, I got to go check up on her. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys, it's been really real, but I got to go. I got to go. Y'all take care. I'll see you on the next side. Keep in mind, I'm trying to do one live and one recorded every day. Okay, sometime I might not make one each. I might just do one, or I might do more. Y'all pray for me that I can continue doing what I'm trying to do. Okay, you with me, G? Let's go. That's it for now, everybody. Take care. God bless. Peace.